Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to Morgan Mirror Studios. It's been a while since I've done a tutorial, so here we are, and today I'm going to do how to do grays and pencils. And without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, the guinea pig I have for today is Jack Frost, the snowman model. Really cute little model. He isn't too detailed on shading or anything, but he does have lots and lots of lovely little flea bites. So he was also kind of my only option for a flea bitten gray. Hello. So for the flea bitten, I'm going to be doing part of the neck, just to spice it up from the last tutorial. So for grays, they're not, it's like for him, he appears as like almost white in this. So for grays, you need to be extra careful with this. And you're not gonna color in every single space. You're going to leave, actually most of it not colored. You're gonna leave most of it white. Careful with your pencil. Don't get too dark in the creases. Blend it up, but we can always touch it up with our handy dandy multiple eraser. Bleed into the corner up here. Gradually get lighter. This is the darker area of the neck here. Punch up. There we go. I'm gonna come from up here. It's always gonna be way too dark to start out with, but touch it up with your eraser. Always, don't be afraid. I'm gonna come down here and go less crazy this time. Nice. I'm gonna come back up here. And color up in here. Then I'm gonna come up from the corner and come down. There we go. Now I'm going to blend it with my finger. I've seen some people use things like Q-tips and stuff, tried. I like the finger better, but if you can blend with a Q-tip, I am going to be extremely impressed. And teach me your ways, please. Here. Use my other finger. My first finger's like going numb from this. Nice and good where those creases were. Go up over here. And now I'm gonna switch back to my other finger because it's less numb. Up. And now that my fingers are nice and numb and this is nice and blended, just a little more. There will be no evidence that this is drawn. This must look printed. Take the eraser, shape it into a nice little friendly nub. Then I'm going to beat it. The reason I haven't been posting in a really long time is I've been kind of backed up with schoolwork and haven't really had time to record. And I haven't had time to work Reggie very much, which is sad. I'll get another short up on us working together someday. Clean it up because I'm a perfectionist. Blend it around here just a little more. Okay, now for the hair by hair detail. I'm going to piece out while I do the hair by hair around the darker areas, and then I'm going to make a reappearance to help you guys with the lighter areas for the grays. I'm back to help you guys with the hair by hair detail. I almost said fur by fur. So down here by the shaded area, I'm gonna just get lighter and bleed it back up into that lighter area, and up in the white, the much more diluted areas, the white, I'm barely going to be touching the paper. Now I'm going to go over here, do the same thing. Make sure if you're doing a change in direction of the fur, make it nice and smooth. Make it gradual instead of sudden. So we're going for realism here. Make it look printed. This guy's turning awfully woolly, huh? Lots and lots and lots of tiny little hairs. And to attempt a look of a slightly shorter coat, just make tinier hairs. It'll help. And up in here, I'm barely touching. Continuing to make sure that that transition between dark and light is very gradual. Now I'm gonna go up in here and come down. I'm probably not going to cover every single horse color out there with this series of tutorials, since like for horses like Palominos or Chestnuts, it's easier to figure out. Just, it's like doing the flea bit in gray here, except don't add the flea bites in the end. Or like other colors. I'm probably going to do ones on buckskins, because buckskins are different enough. And I went way too dark over there. Fix that. Okay, now that that's looking a little more clean, I'm going to add some more hairs over here because this part is sticking out just a little too much for my comfort. Go back and add as much as you need whenever you're drawing. It's okay to go overboard just a little bit with drawing sometimes, because like it's the cool part about art is you don't have to follow rules. You make your own rules. Aha, there we go. Okay, now for the important part, the flea bites. For flea bites, for me, I don't overdo it. I make it just nice and simple. I take my pencil and I do like a little eat. Make some big flea bites. Just for me, I just do a little scribble, and that's going the direction of the fur. It's part of why hair by hair details are crucial. Especially if you're going to do a flea bitten gray, you need to have the direction of the fur set in stone before you add your flea bites, so it doesn't look like a scrambled mess. Trust me, I've learned from experience. And for smaller ones, just make little dark ticks in the fur. When I'm drawing commissions of horses that do have flea bites, like for at Breyerfest when I drew Infinity Breyer's horse Blue, you have to look really close in their pictures, because sometimes horses will have like almost little clusters of flea bites, like for example up on the cheekbone or on the neck, where they're more plentiful and less spread out. I'm gonna try to replicate something like that up here. Like you'll have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots over here, big and small, and then they'll just kind of splinter out, if that makes sense. It's like some horses don't have a whole lot of flea bites, but then some are covered in them, like Jack Frost. There we go. Looking good. Take my finger and I'm just gonna go over it just a little bit, make them just slightly more subtle. It's looking extra cool. Must add more flea bites. Remember, flea bites, don't make it overcomplicated, just keep it nice and simple. Just a little scribble in the direction of the fur. Sometimes just a little tick mark. Gonna add some more big ones over here. And come back down. Nothing like sitting in silence while drawing flea bites. Very therapeutic. Lots and lots of tiny dots. Even if you get hand cramps, but it's okay. Part of life. I'm just gonna do the rest of mine as tick marks. Scratch that, I'm gonna add a few more bigger ones. There we go. A nice flea bitten gray.